Hello everyone! I'm Sarah Engel, although today I might look a little more like somebody else. I bet you can guess what princess makeup tutorial we're doing today! It's Anna! Yay! So if you want to see how to do this and transform yourself from everyday undercover princess into an Anna princess, just keep on watching. All I have on right now is foundation, and you can see how I do princess foundation in my princess foundation makeup tutorial. So Anna is really nice and natural, and the first thing I do with Anna is some blush, and pink blush. Any like super pink blush will do. I wouldn't stress over the brand or anything, just look for pink blush. Since they don't sell the palette that I'm using anymore, I'm gonna find another pink and link to it in the description below. So you can either use your own pink or I'll have one down there. And you can go a little heavy with the pink blush if you're not wearing it out and about. When you have a wig on, you can go way bigger with it. It's costume makeup, that's really what it is. So let's just put some blush on the apples of the cheeks. You can be all smiley. If you're just going out every day, you probably don't want to concentrate as much on just the apples of your cheeks. You start to look cartoony or dolly or fake, but that's what you're going for. That's totally fine. Okay, so I've got some blush. There we go, there's the blush. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find a matte nude color to do the highlight on the brow bone. Again, the palette I'm using for almost all of this, they don't sell anymore. One I would recommend that I don't have is there's a Naked palette. It's like a Basics Essentials matte, just handy kit. That one has a really good matte highlight in it. But really any light matte color will do perfectly fine. So take your brush. I think I'm having problems with Runaway camera. I'm super sorry if it's all wobbly. So I just tried to fix the camera shaking. We'll see if that works. What we're gonna do now is the brow highlight. I'm getting a little bit of my light color and putting it on the brow bone. As a highlight. And do it on the other side. I love just doing a matte highlight up here. I put matte highlights on my brow bone almost any time that I wear makeup. It just looks so nice and clean. Take that same exact color, that same matte highlight, also put it on the lid. So let's see here. This is another thing I do all the time, even just on a regular daily basis. A lot of people like to put a darker color on the lid, or maybe like just a light brown. I go for the lightest color on the lid. It really opens your eyes up. Not that mine really need any more open than they already are. Now the other eye. Now you should have a matte light eyeshadow on the brow bone and on your lid. Then take a nice crease brush, any crease brush will do, and find a nice matte brown color. So sorry, this palette, they don't sell it anymore, but I will link to another one. If you have the Naked palette that I was just talking about, that one has a good one. There's Buck in the Naked One palette that I use a lot too. You can just put it right in the crease. And really that's quite dark, so you just blend it out, blend it out. All you're doing is giving us, you're kind of like contouring your eyelids and just emphasizing the crease if you have one. If not, you can still kind of put it in the same area. I just happen to have one. And if you end up covering up a little too much of the light color on your eyelid, you can actually pull it back in, just put it on top. Nice and simple. That is really all there is to the eyeshadow. That's really, really easy. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually gonna put on some false lashes. You don't have to put on false lashes. The ones that I use are Flutter. They're Sephora brand Flutter, and they're half lashes. You'll see in here. Here's one, you can see it. I'm going to put these on really quickly. And if you'd like to see how I put them on, I did that in my Ariel makeup tutorial, so you can take a look at that one. And maybe some other time I'll even make just a tutorial just for putting on lashes. But in the interest of saving your time, I will put those on and be right back. All right, now my false lashes are on, and we're gonna put on some eyeliner. You can either do a liquid black or a gel black on top. If you want to use a pencil, I would recommend going with a brown. Otherwise, you go with a pencil, it starts to get really big and messy. But with a nice clean line, you can do a black up top. And today I'm gonna use a gel. So I have this Sephora, oh, it says Professional. It doesn't say professional, it says Professional. Pointed liner eyeliner, a number 17 brush. I'm just gonna take any black gel liner. In this case, this is a Smashbox one called Caviar. What I do here is I make a really fine line. Keep the line as fine as possible. That's the key to making it look very natural. See, Anna has very natural makeup. I usually start in the middle right about there where the false lashes start, so I can work on blending that line in so that you can't tell that I'm wearing false lashes. Alright, let's go. Whoops, I blinked and made a smudge. That's okay. That's okay. Just try and keep that line as close to the lashes as possible. And smudge it out. I find it works well if you move in little tiny strokes. Don't try and pull it all the way across. On the inner corner, you want the line to be super tiny and fine. We don't want like a dark goop on the inner corner of the eye. And I just realized I still have I didn't put my contacts in yet, so hopefully when I put it on, I don't make a giant smudgy mess. If you're going to wear contacts, blue or any other kind, I highly recommend putting them in before you start doing mascara and eyeliner because you're likely to smudge it. Make a big mess, and we don't want a big mess. Of course, I tend to be the queen of big messes. So you won't be alone if you do make a big mess. All right, now the other eye, again, I'm starting in the middle here. Keeping the line fine. It's a fine line. Oh, like in Avenue Q. It's a fine line between reality and pretend. It's a fine line. I think I'm singing this like an octave higher than it's supposed to be. That song is actually quite low. So now I have the top black gel liner on. I recommend sealing it in by taking an angled brush and just a tiny bit of black powder. Really any black eyeshadow will do. The one I'm using is called Blackout from my Smashbox palette. Take a bit on your angled brush and pat it lightly over. Try not to blend all over the place. You just want to pat on top of that very fine line you made. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, patting very lightly, just so it doesn't go anywhere. This will also help when I am going back in and putting in those blue contacts. So your top liner is done. For the bottom, you can use any brown liner. This is the costume makeup from Ben Nye. You don't need to go out and buy a costume makeup. Any natural brown pencil will do. I'm sure almost everybody who has makeup of some kind has a brown pencil. So just take it and very lightly under the eye. I don't like a lot of under eye eyeliner. It's just concentrate on the outer half, even outer third, and almost nothing and as you go into the corner. Now this side. There's so little. You can take a beauty blender and smudge it out too. The idea is for the line on the underneath to be very natural, very blended, nothing harsh. Yeah, I'm not going into the inner corner at all. I'm stopping it like right there. By now, the eyelashes should be dry, so we can take some mascara. And the mascara I'm using today is Dior Show. Any black mascara will be perfectly fine. Now for the other eye, just the same. A lot of times I'll start on top. Sometimes. Then come back up from underneath. Just to make sure you're really coating everything. Wiggle it. Coating it with mascara. Okay, now I have the top mascara on. I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I start smudging around with the bottom mascara. And while I do that, I'm gonna take an eyebrow pencil. You can use any auburn shade eyebrow pencil. I have one with the Costume Makeup, again, Anastasia or Anastasia, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Beverly Hills. They have excellent everything eyebrows, anything in the color auburn. Take that as an eyebrow pencil is what I use. And my eyebrows are already pretty dark, but I'm not gonna try and cover them up completely. I just want a little bit of that color in there so when I have the wig on, it will all look nice and natural together. Alright, so to start, we're not drawing like a harsh line here, we're just kind of smudging it all around, especially in the center here, and then up here at the top. And then the other side. See, it's nothing crazy. It's just enough red in there so that it looks right with the reddish, brownish. My hair's not like vibrant red like Ariel, but it's still a little red. Okay, so there, your eyebrows are on. Now we're just gonna do some mascara on the bottom. And the other side too. You want to match on both sides. For the lips, I go kind of natural, kind of pink. I tend to use Costume Makeups for this. So I'll link to some options in the description below so you can pick whichever one works best for you. Oh, I'm covering my face, but I need to see. I start with the liner and even color onto my lip thumb. It makes a really nice base for the lipstick. Lip liner's on, just need some lipstick. This is just a natural color. This is a Costume Makeup, but really any natural or leaning towards pink natural is great. And I'll link to products in the description below. You can also put on Fresh Sugar Rose Tinted Lip Treatment to give it a little bit of shine on top. Now I'm going to put in some blue contacts and see if I have an Anna costume around here somewhere. And we'll see what it all looks like when it all comes together. Oh, one thing I should note. Anna has freckles in the movie. Anna at the parks doesn't seem to usually have freckles. Since the Anna at the parks is the real Anna, I'm going to follow her makeup and not draw any freckles on. Besides the fact that if you're outside with fake freckles drawn on your face, by the end of the day, they will be smudged off. I used to try it. I used to try it for her. I used to try it for Rapunzel, and they will look cute at the beginning of the day, and by later, they just smudge all over. So I'll be right back, and you can see the transformation finish. And ta-da! That's all there is to it. Now you look like Anna. In this case, Anna's hair might need a little bit of TLC, so I can show you how to maybe do some nice wig hair care in another video. And here we are! We have the braids, we have the little top, and the fun little cloak. We have everything we need. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what princess you want to see next. I have other fun things coming, but every now and then I like to make sure I get you a fun princess makeup tutorial since it seems people really like those. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the next princess makeup tutorials, and I'll see you next time. Whoa, come back, come back, come back. Knocking everything over. Not good. Ah, stop. Stop rolling away. Do you ever have problems with runaway makeup? I don't remember what it's called. It was crazy. We finished each other's sandwiches.